Hello and welcome to my Succession aka Legacy of Zamorak quest finale guide. This quest will unlock the passive Infernal puzzle box and the new dive ability. Whenever you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax and enjoy. The required things for this quest are level 60 mining and smithing and the Infernal puzzle box tier 5. You get the tier 5 puzzle box by completing every single quest and mini quest in the Legacy of Zamorak series, except of course the finale. You will find the Infernal puzzle box at the entrance of Elite Dungeon 4 by simply looking in the house and it will be laying on the floor. Start the quest by speaking to Adrastea in the Falador castle. Grab the ladder once and then take the stairs. Speak to Adrastea and you'll get a prompt to accept the quest. After accepting the quest and going through a bit of dialogue, a cutscene will play. I'm going to skip this cutscene as this is simply a quick guide. After the cutscene, go through a bunch of dialogue and when given the set of chat options, choose yes, I'm ready to go. Next, head over to the archaeology starting area by using your archaeology journal and go to Sentiston. Click on the ancient door and choose the first option to enter. Once you've entered, you're going to need to find 5 different clues after going through the conversation. These clues will be highlighted by a sort of colourful bluish glow with particles, making them very easy to spot. The first clue being the most obvious footprint in front of you. Next, we're going to walk up the stairs and head into the main prison area. Or jail, whatever you want to call it. In this jail, we're going to find the 4 other clues being the bodies, these scratch marks, the ancient Zaros architecture, and the notes from the worker. After collecting all 5 clues, you'll go into a sort of memory and be General Khazard. At that point, you want to click on any of the guards and talk to them and then go through the conversation. After doing so, you'll have to complete a sort of puzzle. Now, if you get stuck for whatever reason, you can reset the puzzle by logging in again. That being said, it will completely reset the puzzle even if you've killed the guards already. Follow along as I complete this puzzle. If you're having issues, you can slow down the video by using the YouTube settings wheel and setting the speed to 0.75 or 0.5. As part of the first puzzle, you're going to need to crash the 2 guards standing together. The next puzzle involves crushing the 3rd guard. The final puzzle involves you getting that large crate on the red circle thing. After completing the 3rd puzzle, go through the conversation with Adrastea and then choose the first option, yes, I'm ready to move on. After you get outside, choose the 4th option, let's continue our journey. Next, teleport to the Menopause Lodestone and head towards the Grand Library. If you don't have the Jack of Spades quest complete, you can apparently enter this part of the quest by going to the main gate of Menopause. Inside, you're going to want to talk to Adrastea, who can be found south near a table. After talking to Adrastea, you're going to need to find 9 different clues, 3 of which are located inside the Grand Library. If you go down 1 level to the southwestern corner, you'll be able to find 1 of the clues. On the same level, you'll be able to find another clue in the southeastern spot. Finally, all the way on the bottom floor, you'll be able to find the final and 3rd clue of the Grand Library. Talk to Adrastea and ask her to teleport you to the Magister's chamber. Here you're going to need to find 3 more clues. The first of which being the imbued bones, the second being the fragments of the obelisk, and the third being magical residue, which you can access by clicking the obelisk to pull down the barriers, walking up the stairs, and grabbing it. Next, go through the conversation with Adrestea and then choose the first option and ask her to teleport you to the Soul Altar. Once at the Soul Altar, search the Scorch Mark for the first clue, the Soul Altar itself for the second clue, and finally the cat NPC walking around as the third clue. Next, you're going to need to de-equip everything you're wearing to fight the Magister. Simply talk to the Magister and then proceed to attack him. Use abilities as best you can, and yes, you can use defenses as you do have a shield. After taking down the Magister, talk to him again. Next, you'll be teleported back to Adrestea and have a conversation. In this conversation, choose the first option, yes, I'm ready to move on. Once standing outside of Menethos, go for the conversation, then choose the fourth option, let's continue our journey. Next, proceed by going back to Adrestea inside the throne room at Falador. Talk to Adrestea and go for the conversation. When given the set of chat options, choose yes, I'm ready to go. Next, you're going to need to mine 28 Argon-like ore in this location in the wilderness. You can get here through a variety of different means, including the Lumberyard teleport, the Dungeoneering ring, the Edgeville lodestone. Doesn't matter, just get yourself over here and mine 28 ore. After getting 28 ores, you're going to need to smelt these into bars inside the wilderness. You're going to do this at this location. Be warned, you will get attacked by gargoyles in this location, so if you need to get some food, go to the bank first. After smelting 28 bars, you'll again get some dialogue and then have to actually smith some items with them. You're going to do this in the deep wilderness, and for players that do not have the 99 Slayer Cape for teleports to Mandriv, you're going to go back to Edgeville, use this lever, go through the web, and follow the route as seen. You'll be able to smith your items here. Click on the anvil and wait for Adrestea to start a conversation. After the conversation, your character will start smithing the items she mentioned without you needing to remember them. It will all go automatically. After you've finished, be sure to talk to Adrestea and give her armor. Then proceed by putting on every single item you have left in your inventory and going towards the Mage Training Arena, the place with the blue torches. Talk to Adrestea, bank the items in your backpack, and then choose the first option, yes, enter the Mage Arena. Once inside, talk to the Vengeance NPC and then choose these options in order. Option 3, I wait for orders. Option 1, I chase after them. And option 3, I refuse. This is some sort of quiz to figure out if you're ready for the army. Next, choose the first option, I'm ready. The next part consists of you defeating 3 different waves of very, very easy monsters and humans. So really, just kill them with your abilities, click on the orbs if you need healing, it's really, really easy. Once you've completed all 3 waves, go through the conversation until you need to collect 4 different clues, being the 2 scuff marks, and the 2 duos of people. After a bunch of conversation, you're going to spawn into a sort of memory, talk to Colordion, and go through the conversation. After that conversation, exit the Mage Arena and choose the first option, yes, search the caves beneath the Mage Arena. Start by inspecting the modified ritual marker, pick up the rune pouch which you can see glowing in the corner, click on it in your inventory to search it to get a fire rune. You can now collect the white dust by using the empty rune pouch. Use a fire rune on the sharp rocks around you to get some fragments. Talk to Adrestea and show her both the items in your backpack. Start with the inert fire rune fragments to turn them into red, volatile fragments. Use these fragments on the ritual marker to sabotage it, or at least part of it. Next, bring the pouch of white dust and use it on the water in the back of this cave. Choose option 2. Use your item in your backpack on the sparkling pool. It will then get turned into a soggy pouch of grey paste, which you also want to use on the ritual marker to sabotage it. After that, you and Adrestea split up, and you're going to meet her again in Falador Castle. Talk to Adrestea and go through the cutscene. This is an actual cutscene, by the way. After the cutscene, choose the first chat option, we're good as a team. After the dialogue, go ahead and talk to each of the 4 ambassadors about their seating and the other guests. This is easily one of the most frustrating puzzles of the quest, but don't worry, I figured it out with logic and you can easily follow along to save yourself some time. Once you're ready, talk to Adderstay and choose the second option. I have a seating plan. The seating order is 1, 3, 4, 2, and I figured it out by knowing that number 4, aka the Menethite ambassador, needed to be on the right because she's deaf. So I tried all combinations possible, with number 4 being the Menethite worker being either on the 3rd or 4th spot, because those were the 2 spots on the right. After finishing the puzzle, be sure to choose the first option twice, being I promise and then yes. A cutscene will then start to play. Now I'm pretty sure this entire cutscene is unskippable and it's a very long part of the quest. In between the cutscene you're going to need to fight a wave of 10 enemies and a wave of 20 enemies separated by parts of the cutscene. Just turn on auto retaliate on your action bar and use numbers 2 and 3 on your keyboard to clap them down. After all of that dialogue and cutscene, talk to Adderstay and then you have completed the quest. Congratulations on unlocking the passive Infernal puzzle box and completing this quest storyline. If you enjoyed the guide or found it helpful, be sure to drop a like down below and maybe even consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.